Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman and today I have the pleasure of taking you around our 2011 Renault Koleos Dynamique. I think I've said that right, I'm not sure. Let's have some fun and walk around the car. As you've seen from inquiring, this car represents exceptional value. This video is going to be mostly about condition, and a little bit about the features of the car as well. At the front of the car, really good condition, some very minor stone chips, but they haven't actually broken the paint. Really good, and I'm being pretty brutal at that point. When you come in and see the car, I think you'll realise that. At the front of the car, nice big headlights. We do have the fog lights down the bottom, iconic Renault grille at the front as well. Coming down the side of the vehicle, we've turned the wheels so you can get a good look at the tyre tread on this car. Really good deep tyre tread on this vehicle as well. Nice highway tyres there, and an unmarked alloy wheel at the front. Coming down the side of the vehicle now, I'm really struggling to find any sorts of chips or scratches or anything like that. Really presents very clean. One thing to note, the mirrors do have the concave little bit on the edge of the mirror there. That's a nice little feature. We'll talk about that when we get inside maybe. Coming down to the back wheel now, we're yet again unmarked, no sign of gutter rash anywhere there, and in the tyre tread, really good tyre tread there as well. Coming around to the back of the vehicle now, big Renault badge, Koleos, and another Renault badge. We've also got reversing sensors here as well. We'll come around to the passenger side of the vehicle now. This is the side you commonly see damage, and very little here if any. Rear wheel presents brilliantly. Hopefully my microphone's picking this up quite well with the wind we've got today. Really good tyre tread at the back here. No signs of scratches or nicks here. We do have, looks like someone has opened a door on the car at some point in its life. It has a couple of little scratches just there. I'll see if the detailer can make a little bit better work of that, but there is some scratching there. We do have a minor scratch here on the door as well, but overall presents really well down the side of the vehicle for dents, no dents or anything like that. Front alloy wheel does have some very minor scuffing on it. This is the wheel that generally gets closest to the gutter, and it does have a little bit, hasn't dented the wheel or actually gouged, it's just actually touched the paint, so a very minor touch. And a brilliant condition tyre on the front there as well. So overall, the exterior of the car actually presents quite well. Like magic, we're here to the front of the Renault now. Let's talk about the engine and power plant of this example. You're looking at a 4-cylinder 2.5 litre engine. It's going to give you 126 kilowatts of power and 226 newton meters of torque through a CVT transmission, of course. Now that CVT transmission allows you to get 9.3 litres to the 100 out of this SUV. Out of a cheap to fill 65 litre tank, you're going to get around 699 kilometres in the average cycle. Around to the back of the Renault Koleos. I should have covered this when we were here before, but let's do it now. Lift the tailgate up, is a split fold tailgate, quite easy and light to pull back down as well. We do have a cargo blind in here as well. I folded it up just so you get a better view in here. You can fold down the rear tailgate as well, which is nice for loading in, getting the dog in or anything like that as well, or maybe even sit on it at the beach. Nice and clean back here, no signs of heavy scratching or anything on the rear cargo plastics. You will see I have the seat set up in the 60/40 split at the moment, and you can actually get a long distance of room down there. Go to IKEA, pick up your Billy bookcase, slide it in, you're ready to go. Under here, of course, we have a spare tyre and all of the things to fix the car with all the tools and everything as well, and under there you'll see the spare wheel is a genuine factory alloy as well. Pop all that back down, close that up, and I'll see you inside. Alright, inside the Renault Koleos now, and such a nice place to be. Let's start the video off in the center here with the steering wheel, obviously. Leather wrapped steering wheel, nice and comfortable, nice and easy to use. Really presents in quite good condition for the kilometers on the car. Actually, I didn't know the kilometers on the car. I'm really impressed by the exterior and interior condition of the car now. Cruise control on the steering wheel, of course. You got resume, on, off, up, down. Behind there, we've got our wiper controls on the right, because it is French, they do things differently. Got it on the right here for wipers. We do have automatic front wiper, of course. Hiding behind here is the Bluetooth phone and audio volume control, as well as a little Bluetooth voice control button down there as well. Flip the steering wheel back over here. We have our headlight controls here. We have all of the modes, including automatic, which is probably where you just leave them, and indicators and high beams, of course. In the center of the dashboard now, you'll see nice easy to read speedo there. In obviously other countries, 120 kilometers an hour is the normal speed over there, but here in Australia 110, so it's slightly off center, but you do get used to that very quickly. Turn the steering wheel down. Don't know if you can see down here, but I'll list you through. There's a few buttons here. We've got ESP off, which you'd probably just leave that on, thank you. Parking sensors off, I'm probably leaving that on too. Dashboard brightness there, and then headlight height control. So if you put a lot of weight in the back and the car sits up in the sky, you can lower the headlights down a little bit so you're not that guy. On the driver's door here, we've got 4-door power windows, of course, a little button to stop my camera and playing with the windows, and power mirror controls here on the sort of a fighter toggle switch thing going on here. Quite nifty, that. Across and into the center now. Navigation, currently showing where we are at 20-32 Kangan Drive. I like how it's got a little picture of the car running away. That's pretty nifty, actually. Coming down from there, French cars all about style. Really nice look here. Looks like it's got someone, he looks asleep. Let's open the eyes up there and make him look awake again. There you go. Button there for all of the indicators on the side of the freeway, and then a button here for the door locks as well. Coming down further, we also have our climate control. Dual zone, of course, currently set 27 over there and full on my side because it's cold today. Audio controls here. As I said, you can control a lot of the audio from the steering wheel. Below there, we will notice we've got 2 of the flat keys they give you for this car. Do insert it in the slot there and push the start button. We'll just throw the little shifter down a little further. We've got 2 button blanks if you were to fit extras to the car, say driving lights or something. A little speed limiter there as well. A start button, a 12-volt socket as well. So if we go through up into park again, because my camera doesn't like it when I roam around, do have some very minor scratching here around the shifter, quite common. Do have drive, as I said, it is a CVT automatic, so a 1-speed gearbox, but if you're feeling sporty, you can separate it into multiple steps by having the manual mode. Coming back from there, gone are the days of the old handbrake handle. We have a handbrake button here, pretty similar operation. Push it down to turn it off and pull it up to turn it on. Here is the control for that center unit up the top there. We've got a little joystick here where you can move the mouse around. You've got little select buttons back, info, route, menu. You can make it darker and lighter. It's pretty nifty actually. So you can control everything from the little menu there. Currently saying we're in, wow, that's very zoomed out. We can see most of Victoria there. Even highlights petrol stations like 7-Elevens. That's pretty nifty. This car knows where a slushy is at. Alright, moving on because I'm getting distracted. We've got 2 cup holders there, leather wrapped center console there, of course. In there we've got a light down the bottom there, that's nifty. USB and auxiliary and a 12-volt socket, and a little spot here for your car wash change as well. Fold that down. We've got a Woolworths coin. I'm going to hide that in the car and you see if you can find it. You know, I'm going to hide it really well and we'll see who watches the video because it's in there for you. Going around the interior now, I think you'll be very impressed by the condition of the interior. Leather seats throughout, really good condition. Door trim's in good condition as well. Doesn't have carpet mats this car, but the carpets present very, very well. And the back seat, same thing. We'll notice a little bit to talk about in the back seat. We've got a little fan control down here for the rear air conditioning. On the rear doors as well, they should have one of the blinds up. So if you've got the young ones in the back, a really good feature to have. And one thing, I set the seats up here. I currently got the cameraman seat set up in sort of kid mode for the child seats, a bit straight up, but you can recline the back seat down as well to have adults a bit more comfortable in the car. Roof lining in the car presents really well, and a common question, no cigarette smoke or any odd smell, smells perfectly neutral inside as well. So inside presents really well and fully feature packed. Thank you for watching our video walk around tour of the Renault Koleos. As you've seen, for the kilometres of the car, exceptional condition outside, brilliant condition inside, fully featured, roadworthy, ready to go. To be very quick for this car, give us a call, 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.